Hi, Product Tube. So I am here at Food Basics. I am recording a video about shopping for yogurt. So we're just about to head into the store. Let's head inside. So the first question on the survey, it asks if I have any children with me today. I do not. I'm just shopping by myself. Just came from a doctor's appointment and wanted to pick up some grocery items while on my way back because I'm holding the phone right now. I don't have another hand really the hands to bring a cart with me, so I might go back for another one after, as I do have some other things to purchase. So I decided to shop in store for yogurt versus online because that is typically my choice, my preference for how I purchase my yogurt. I like to go into the store and not to usually buy one thing, buy several things, so that it's a little easier for me to look also at what other things are on sale that may catch my eye. And also, I find that a lot of times, because we are a small household, so it's not always easy to meet the requirements, the minimum spend requirements. So it's just much easier for me to go in store. I chose Food Basics today because this was a grocery store on my way home. The store I do shop at, it's one of the stores that I do shop at regularly because it is close to home. It's a really big store. They have you can see over here, they have a counter for meats as well as a counter for fish. So that's a little bit different than some other Food Basics. I like this. That's one of the things that I like about this particular store. Other stores that I like going to purchase yogurt could be No Frills, Real Canadian Superstore. Sometimes I go to Freshco, and sometimes I also go to Walmart. Occasionally, I'll go to Loblaws as well if I happen to be in the area where there is one. So, like I mentioned earlier, this is a regular shopping trip. I'm just slowly meandering my way over to the dairy section. I need to pick up some other pantry staples today as well, so I'm gonna be getting some eggs and probably some produce while I'm here as well. And I typically will shop for yogurt maybe once every week and a half. That's how quickly I find that we usually go through the yogurt. The type that I have in mind of purchasing today is a multi-pack, the ones that are in the little cups. We're just approaching that section. Reason why is because that's one of the snacks that I give to my husband daily to bring to work with him. So just gonna start at this section here. I typically will buy this, on an every 2-week basis because that's usually how long it takes for him to run out of it. And but other times, like for myself, I'll buy these larger tub packs as well. And I also like purchasing this one down here, the Iogo, in a bag because I find that it does last me quite a long time. I usually consume my yogurt at home, so I won't purchase these individual cups for myself. In terms of brands, I don't have a particular brand that I'm really loyal to, I find. I will purchase pretty much whatever I find is a good value. Like, for example, I see this one here. It has a 50% off sign. I might be picking that up. So, because yogurt has gotten more and more expensive, especially since after the pandemic. So, I will look for whatever is on sale. Sometimes, if I feel like treating myself, then I might go for something that is more of a treat, or I don't think they have anything really like this here. But for example, like I might splurge a little more and purchase a Greek yogurt because I do find that the texture to be a little bit more decadent, and I just find that it's a really nice experience when I eat that. I also like drinking these kefirs as well, but I'll typically purchase just a plain kefir, not the flavored ones that you're seeing in front of you, like right here, because I most likely will just add it into my smoothie, which is how I like to flavor it. So the brands or types of yogurts that I'm planning on purchasing today, I'm just gonna go back to the section that we were at before. It's these ones down here that are a little bit, that have more, a higher quantity per pack. I find that usually those tend to be the most economical. I'm just taking a look and I see that, you know, the Astro is on sale, and then like I showed you before, the Iogo, that one is on sale as well, and Activia I see also has a discount. The main thing that really speaks to me about why I'm making a choice based on these three is that because they're the ones that I see are on discount. So even though, you know, we see these Liberté Greek ones that they're on discount as well, but I get a lot less for the amount of money that I'm paying. So that's why it's not something that I would typically steer towards. I find that I have a positive experience in finding the products because I've shopped at the store before. I know where the dairy section is located, but it's at a pretty typical place, like that you would expect from other grocery stores as well, where it's at the very back, where the fridges and freezers are. And so I usually navigate towards there. I find that even if I'm at a store that I've never been to before, if I navigate towards the back, that's where the fridge is, and that's where I'll typically find the yogurt. And in this instance, you know, like many other stores, it is at the back, in the back corner. If I'm facing the store, then I head in and I head furthest to the left and to the back, and I'll find what it is that I need to purchase. And I do have I would say a neutral experience actually in navigating the yogurt in this aisle, because I find that compared to other stores, there may be a little bit less selection. So even though, you know, there are the big brands there's the big brands, there's that we're typically we would typically see in many other stores like Astro, Activia, and then Iogo as well, Liberté, Oikos, and then they even have some of their own private label store brands. I'm not really seeing any like plant-based alternatives, for example. And I find that sometimes, you know, I do wish to purchase a coconut milk-based yogurt, but I don't see that being offered here. But you know, it's not negative because, you know, there's still a huge variety. There's drinkable yogurts, there's kids yogurts, there's also, you know, these, I guess they're more ethnic originated yogurt products. So, you know, there is still variety. I think the layout and the organization is really good. It's nice and bright here, and you can see, you know, they lay out like the smaller tub products at the top, and then the ones that are a little bit heavier, they're at the bottom, but they're not hard to see and they're easy to reach. So I feel positive about the layout, and because I find that everything is really easy to see. Prices, labels, they're all easy to see. Shelf is also well stocked. and I don't feel like, it's hard to reach for anything. Nothing is too high. Like, I'm not a very tall person, but so it's easy for me to, even if I need to purchase any of the things up top, on the highest most shelf, I can still reach those. And any of the ones on the bottoms, they're easy to reach for as well, and just put right into my cart. In terms of anything that I think would make shopping for yogurts in store better. Oh, I also wanted to say, yeah, so sometimes they store them, I think the sale products, over in these bunkers that are in the middle as well. I'm just seeing that one in that smaller bunker. I'm not seeing other dairy products, along in the bunkers that are around. But yeah, just that one today. So sometimes, if I come in and I'm purchasing something that's on sale, I might look in the bunker, because I think a lot of times they'll have a higher quantity of those available in stock, and then they make it just easier so that it's not all concentrated in that small space that is at the main aisle where the yogurts are, and then it's just easier for you to grab them from this middle bunker here if there's a big crowd that's gathered around this larger fridge here. The thing that I think would make my shopping for yogurt in store better, maybe if there are coupons in place. Sometimes I've seen those. Today I don't see any, but there are some of these promo tags that, for example, like you can enter this sweepstake or this draw, and then there's also, this other contest if you purchase Oikos. Oh, you know what? I'm wrong. There are some coupons here today. So I really love it when I go shop for yogurt and I see coupons like these, because, like I said, shopping nowadays really, because things have gotten so expensive since the pandemic, every little bit of savings helps. So I like that when brands offer coupons. It may not necessarily have to be for coupons for a yogurt product, but sometimes it could be for coupons for maybe like something that would complement yogurt, like for example frozen fruit, or maybe sometimes I've seen it, I think, also for things like muesli or granola. When I'm shopping in store for yogurt, do I typically do research online? I sometimes will, because, for example, like if I'm shopping at No Frills, I might, and it's a product that is on sale, I might check online to see if they have stock prior to going to the store, so that I'm not running to the store and finding that I'm not able to get the product. In the instance of, and then also the same for Loblaws and Real Canadian Superstore. And then what I'll typically do as well is, if I have a particular brand in mind or a particular product that I have in mind, I find that in terms of dairy, sometimes there are some brands that are carried at some stores and not at others. And I find that usually I see that variation with Freshco, between like Freshco, Food Basics, and any of the President's Choice brands. Like there may be brands here that are not carried at the No Frills or at a Real Canadian Superstore. So I'll just check online to see if it's a brand that they carry. In terms of checking for stock level or availability for at Food Basics, it's not something that I'm able to do, because I don't think that they have that available on their website yet, at least from the last time that I checked. I don't really use any of the apps. I think the only app that I use in terms of for grocery shopping would be the Walmart app, but I don't buy a lot of groceries with them, so that may be like a one-off. In terms of checking, comparing prices, I'll use Flip to do that, as I find that is my go-to app for looking at what promos are happening right now at my local stores. I don't find that there is information that I can that I look for that I can't find in store, because most of the time the information that's most important to me when purchasing a product like yogurt would be nutritional information. So I can very easily, pick up a product, like for example, like this one here, and then I'll turn it over and, check for something like ingredients. In terms of a yogurt like this, where they promote that there's probiotics, prebiotics, and that it supports digestive health, I'll check to make sure that yes, there are in fact those cultures that they include in the ingredients. The other thing that's important to me as well is checking whether the yogurt is actually vegetarian, so we can see, because that's really important to me, that's my dietary practice. In terms of this one, we can see that it's not, because, sorry, let's get the camera to focus. We can see there's gelatin. So then that, I find that it's much easier for me to just go into a store, flip over a product, and just see, let's see, like if it contains gelatin or not. And then, you know what, with regards to this one, this Ioga one, it's really awesome because it actually indicates very clearly on there, no gelatin. So that's easy for me to see. I'm going to be purchasing yogurt today because, like I said before, I need to purchase some for my husband to bring to work. Sorry. I need to purchase some for my husband to bring to work. And so I'll be purchasing one of these multi-packs. Going to be definitely picking this one up because it has the 50% off. It's probably closing in on... Oh, you know what? I think it might be... Yeah, so today is the last day that it's... Oh no, sorry, it's already expired. So no, I won't be buying that. So I'll probably be picking up one of these Astro ones here. I think that they're the best bang for your buck. Get 12 of them for $5.50. I don't see any other ones. It doesn't even the price of... Actually, you know what? I might do a calculation because the private label for $6.50, you get 16 of them, whereas this one is $5.50. I think that, yeah, the 16. You know what? I'll be picking up this one instead. So the 16, this is the best bang for your buck, which is, what I'm finding happens most of the time nowadays. And we have consumed this private label Irresistible brand before, and we were happy with it versus some of the other private label brands, which we found that were not as good. And then, like I mentioned, it's for my husband to take to work. I give him 2 to bring to work every day as one of his snacks. So I'm gonna be continuing on with my shopping trip. Thanks for going on this shopping trip with me today.